bilancí 7-1. Trenér z anglicko-irské OKTAGON výzvy se 3 zápasy v Bellatoru a proti němu zástupce gruzínské školy Georgi Gogočury. Střed supertalentů. Vítěz 5. série OKTAGON výzvy Roman Paulus si to rozdá se sebevědomým Britem Malenem. A v rámci Free Prelims se představí 19-letý Ivan Klevec s neuvěřitelnými 89 výhrami v amatérském MMA proti Němci Serbezisovi. Dámy a pánové, toto je OKTAGON 45. Turnaj, kterým se OKTAGON loučí se Štvanicí.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, moji milí samorové, vítejte naposledy na Štvanici. Krásný dobrý večer vám všem, ahoj. Tleskáte především sami sobě, samozřejmě za to, že jste tady a věřím, že to bude fantastický večer. Teďkom switchneme do angličtiny, ale párkrát se k češtině určitě vrátíme, že jo?
Ahoj.
Yes. I just said that we will switch to the English, but we will back to Czech language definitely few time this evening, because this evening will be the special one. My name is Ondřej, this is the Brian Lacey, English voice of OKTAGON. Welcome, Brian, again, and for the last time also.
That is super sad, but super exciting for tonight, what we've got ahead of us. The atmosphere is already electric. You can feel that something special is going to happen tonight, and I can't wait to see what.
Yeah, I think that I was here until 2 o'clock in the night, and then I was here 2 times today. Last time at 4 o'clock when we finally trying everything around the halftime show. I believe it's going to be fun. And I was emotional, I was touched, I have to say. That
will we see Andrei Novotny cry tonight?
Again.
Oh my God.
Maybe, hopefully not. But I hope that I will cry because of the fights, how good they can be. Let's talk about the card, what we see there.
We got so many exciting fights, so many moments. We've got obviously the unification bout, Mate Sanakidze against Keita. We got Carlos Vermola coming back off a loss, trying to get back in that win column. The return of Ivan Bukinger, and so many more fights.
Yeah, I think one of the most interesting fight will be the heavyweight fight, because heavyweights is always like something special. These two guys combine 230 kilograms, and they are both stand-up fighters. They are very good stand-up fighters. They are the world champions in kickboxing, Thai boxing, and fusion organization. So I believe that this could be the fight of the night.
With the heavyweights, it's always special watching them come inside the ring. But exactly what you just said, they are coming in with some heavy artillery. Wallace Carvalho from Brazil, he is a kickboxing world champion. He's a national champion in Brazil. He has been devastating in his career, and in his last 5 fights he's only lost once, and that is to Hatif Moel, and that was by decision. On the flip side, you've got Todev, and he put in the performance of his career against Pauash, and he wants to continue that momentum to try and get that title shot, which he desperately wants.
And if Todev will win, maybe, but maybe, surely, we will see him in the title fight. So this is very important fight for him, like last night for Bricek. But I would like to take one step back and also point on Akon Velis, because this kind of Jedi, he's got something special in him, and we want to see it tonight in the OKTAGON.
Well, listen, we spent a lot of time with Akon Wanless. He is a superstar. Quite simply, he has got a crazy backstory. A stripper from the age of 21, worked his way up from earning like £100 every time he worked to becoming one of the best, most renowned male strippers in the world. He's moved into mixed martial arts. He trains alongside the UFC champion Leon Edwards, Fabian Edwards, his brother. He was the Team England coach alongside Brad Pickett for OKTAGON Challenge, and he is a former LFL champion. He is a devastating striker, and he is a showman. The crowd are going to be treated to something special tonight.
Definitely, and what is even more important for me that he's fighting just for fun. He don't need to fight. He's got much more money from the different kind of stuff behind the octagon, and it's even more important how professional he is. So it could be one of our new stars, and 2 stars will be finishing this evening. But before, we want to step in one legend from Slovakia, Ivan Buki Bukinger. He's back again, and he's got that hunger again.
He looks in phenomenal shape. You got to consider his last fight was against Lozan Keita. He lost his lightweight title, had to relinquish the featherweight belt, which will be on the line tonight, so he will be looking firmly at that. But over the last year, he has stayed focused, even more motivated than before, and he is a legend. You saw the response he got in the weigh-ins yesterday, and I can't wait to see him come back. But he is going up against Abu Tunkara, who is extremely dangerous. Trains at AKA with Habib Nurmagomedov, Umar Nurmagomedov, under Cain Velasquez, Javier Mendez. So this is not an easy fight to come back to, but if he wins it, and he wins it in his usual style with a submission or a finish, he could really put himself right back in that title line.
A little bit the same is about Carlos Terminator Vemola. Last year he was crowned as a middleweight champion. He came like a king on the throne, and he delivered in the cage when he beat Ilic, and maybe just after that fight people recognize that Ilic is a real deal. But today Carlos needs to win after his last loss, and then he wants to meet Pavel Langer into the cage for the stare down.
He said it himself, I cannot call myself the light heavyweight king and look to fight Pavel Langer to unify that belt if I am on 2 losses. 2 losses. Now, it's so strange talking about Carlos Vemola having losses, but we are going to see if he can bounce back. And if he can, I know Pavel Langer is in the building, right? So we might line up that unification bout right here, right now.
And in the end, creme de la creme, I believe that 2 most talented fighters, what we build up here in Octagon, there are 2 champions also in 2 different kind of division, and one of them, Lozan Black Partner Kerita, want to be the 2nd double champ. Can he make it?
This is the question, and Mate Sanakidze is not phased by anything. 11-0 is Keita. He still believes he can do it. He believes this will be an easy fight for him. That is such an interesting sentence to say, but Keita is the puzzle nobody has been able to solve. He is devastating, he is a finisher, and he's got the world's eyes on him. So if Mate Sanakidze can take that O, take the belt, make it his again, then that really truly says, you know, he is the king of the featherweight division.
Mostly we are discussing what could be the surprise, and from 2 cards in 2 days, we picked Pirat against Bricek and maybe Sanakidze against Keita. And most of the time, one of the surprises is coming. So if it's going to be this one, then it's going to be the biggest one. But I believe that this is the best fight what we can have to step out from Štvanice.
Say goodbye, a fond farewell, really. Yeah, it's a world-class fight, and this is what the people deserve, right? Yeah,
definitely. So I think it's time to kick it out. So let's do this. This is Štvanice 45 for the very first time, for the very last time, not first time. Yeah. After 7 years, let's do this. We can start just now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Štvanice Arena for the final time. We had our show yesterday, and we are here and we are back. Myself, Luke Barnett, alongside Brian Lacey in the commentary box. I will start off by taking you through the rules. Obviously, the mixed martial arts fights take place in the octagon cage. You can use standing techniques such as boxing, Thai boxing, karate, and others. And if the fight continues to the ground, you can grapple, wrestle, and use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The fights are fought over 3 5-minute rounds, apart from our main event, which is a title fight, which will be 5 5-minute rounds. The match can end by a knockout, submission, referee stoppage, or victory via points if the fight goes towards the judges.
So we welcome you once again to the Štvanice, day 2 here in this festival of fighting. Last night gave us some great moments, and tonight looks to deliver once again. This is the preliminary card. Klevets versus Serbiez opening it up. Lewis versus Kanchev. Then we move on to Paulus versus Molin, that featherweight contest. The debut of one list against Gogo Tachuri from Georgia, and then Jančuska stepping in for Samuel Bark to take on Keksel. It is a phenomenal fight card to open us up. Some real moments there. Lewis versus Kanchev. Between them in their victories, they have 20 victories. 19 of those between them are by finish, so make sure you do not blink for that one. Paulus and Mullen looking to get back in the win column of their losses at OKTAGON 42. Paulus losing to Samsonidze and Mullen losing to Jakub Donal. And then Wanless versus Goga Kachuri. Wanless training at that Team Renegade, Luke, training with Leon Edwards, Fabian Edwards. It really is one of the best gyms in the UK.
Yeah, and an extremely integral part of the team as well. A lot of sparring rounds would have been had with those gentlemen. You know, I'm really excited to see what the Jedi can bring here and put on a show for us here at the Štvanice.
And then Jančuska versus Keksel. Jančuska topping the bill against Keksel on the preliminary card. Moving us into the main card. Look at this, the return of Oni Petrasek against Shiroki Petrasek. 854 days out of the cage. Shiroki has had 7 MMA fights and 1 boxing fight in that time. Then the heavyweights, Toda versus Carvalho. That will be a banger for sure. Skvor versus Haida Pasic. We are expecting a stand-up war between those two. Then the return of Ivan Bukinger, the first ever double champ against Tonkara. And then we move to Vermola returning, looking to get back in the win column. Something we don't usually say, coming off a loss, is the Terminator against Alcina from Buenos Aires in Argentina. He is a world champion in kickboxing, has fought around the world on RCC and Bellator, the likes of those sorts of promotions. And then we have, like Andre said, the creme de la creme, the cherry on top, which is the unification featherweight bout, which will see Sanikidze, the champ, take on the interim champ, Keita. This was scheduled for OKTAGON 42. Sanikidze got injured. Now it is rescheduled. But first off, we are giving you our YouTube free prelim. Ivan Klevets from Ukraine, training out of the MMA Monster Gym in Prague, will take on Niko Sebezis. Sebezis is a teammate of Jamie Cordero. Cordero did his business in 22 seconds. Can Niko do the same? So here we go. Set and ready to make his debut is Niko Sebezis, the Spider. Now you'll see Jamie Cordero in the back there. He is a teammate, friend of Sebezis. And actually, Sebezis was with Jamie Cordero at OKTAGON 36. That was in Frankfurt. And he came and he experienced for the first time an OKTAGON show. And he came to me in the hotel afterwards. It was breakfast the morning after. He introduced himself. He said, I'm called the Spider. He made me take his Instagram there. And then he said, you're taking it now because you will be commentating on my fight soon. I will fight in OKTAGON. Dreams come true, Luke. Here he is, the Spider, making the walk, making his debut. And this is a long layoff for him. 4 years he has been off. However, a little twist in the tale that we heard off of German commentator Philipp Harberger. In the lockdown, they were so bored and they really wanted to fight. They set their own fight league up, literally doing it on like football fields or, you know, in car parks, just, you know, friends having fights and going online. So he might be 4 years out of the cage, but I reckon he's had a few dust-ups since then, Luke.
Yeah, a couple of dust-ups in a park. Old school, old school. That just shows the, you know, the love for this, the love for fighting, the love for competition. Can be very, very difficult for a lot of people during COVID, obviously not being able to compete. And those 2 years flew by. And 2 years is a huge amount of time in fighting. So very, very creative from them, but keeps them sharp, keeps them going. And you can see he's enjoying this moment. He said he would be here. He said he would be doing this. And as he walked out, you could see the joy in his face as he makes his first walk to the OKTAGON cage.
Yeah, and he certainly earned it as well. 7-3-1 in his record. 2 of his 7 wins are by finish, both submission. In fact, he is a Naga European champion, an international grappling champion, and the German grappling champion as well. Nicknamed the Spider because of that. And on top of that, you think it's just the grappling accolades he's got. He's got the amateur boxing champion of North Germany as well. He won that title. Really is a good skill set. And what we've seen as well, when you're in that camp with Jamie Cordero, there's a certain, you know, when you go around gyms, they have styles, right? They have traits, they have, you know, ways they fight, demeanors, particular ways they approach fighting. And we've seen from Cordero the fact he stepped in on 24 hours, no, 48 hours notice for his fight last night, just to take the opportunity, and he took it with both hands. In fact, a left high kick was what finished it in the end. But that says a lot about what this guy's going to be like, right? Who you surround yourself with is who you become, right?
Exactly that. You are the, you know, the medium of the 5 people you surround yourself with, and you're surrounded by Jaime Cordero, who put on an incredible performance yesterday. That energy will be going through the team. You can see how excited he is and happy he is here to make his walk and make his debut, and you know, couldn't have a better circumstance to do it here at the Štvanice, especially after Cordero's win yesterday. Taking his time though, he's enjoying it.
Listen, he's enjoying
soaking it up.
Yeah, listen. There we go, final moments before he enters the cage, and as we said, he first witnessed the Octagon spectacle, the circus that is Octagon in Frankfurt, said, I will be fighting on this show. He has made it. Now we wait for his opponent. And here he comes, Ivan Klevets. This young man is 20 years of age. From the Ukraine, now based in Prague, trains out of the MMA Monster Gym with the likes of Petr Kanizhe, Murad Makhmudov, that style of fighter. And Andrei Novotny said to us, look, he's 0-0, but we have really struggled to get in fights, and that 0-0 record does not tell the tale. His cauliflower ears might tell a little bit of it. He has 89 amateur wins. He has over 100 amateur fights. He's only lost 21 at amateur. He is also a a combat sambo champion. And when you come from the region of Ukraine, or anywhere in that sort of area, you know, if you are elite at combat sambo, that is a high accolade, right? Yeah,
combat sambo is extremely well thought of in those regions and extremely competitive. To become a champion in sambo is extremely thought after. People want that accolade, so he has had to earn that. And with the monster in the corner as well, you know this guy's going to come. I'm very excited to see this man. Like you said, been very difficult to match him. The spider literally climbing the cage, you can't see off camera, has really wanted to get in here and fight and took any opportunity. So what does Andrei Novotny do? Find the guy that can't be matched against anyone, gives the guy the opportunity, said they will fight anyone, puts them together, and they're going to start us off here for this spectacle tonight.
Yeah, certainly. Andrei said, look, when you're matching 0-0, usually you're looking at, especially if there's a bit of hype around them, maybe you'll move to somebody with 3 fights experience, 4 fights experience. They have got to go onwards and upwards of 10 fight experience to find somebody that will match this game. This guy is so interesting for me to see how this transforms or translates into the cage, because the hype is around Klevets, although he is almost an unknown entity, right, Luke? It's going to be so interesting to see how he approaches this occasion in the spotlight at just 20 years of age. I
mean, I don't want to talk about myself. You know I don't like to talk about myself. But my professional debut was against an 18-fight veteran. So, you know, it does happen. Some guys take on the challenge. No, he wasn't. Chris Krieg, look him up. He got knocked out in the 3rd round.
We go.
Let's bring us back to the action here with the tail of the tape. Like you said, 20 years old, taking on 31.
Yeah, 11 years the younger is Ivan Klevets. Height exactly the same. Weight as well, of course, and that experience, 11 fights on the side of Serbia's, but despite that, he is the underdog in this one. Klevets making his debut and also coming in as the Tip Sport odds favorite. What a way to kick us off. This is our YouTube free prelim. Let's get it underway with Andrei Novotny.
Tak ještě jednou, dámy a pánové, krásný dobrý večer. Na Štvanici jsme připraveni začít s prvním zápasem dnešního večera. Užijte si to, jak nejvíc to půjde. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Prague on Island Štvanice. We are ready to start, and our first contest is a featherweight bout. Actually, catchweight bout is 67 kilo, and the referee in charge is Petr Balej. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He's 31 years old, stands 175 centimeters tall, weight in 66.9 kilo. Represent Elevate Gym, and the coaches in his corner are Daniel Lichtenberg, Piotr Poplavsky, and Jaime Cordero. He has a professional record of 11 fights, 7 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses. Fighting out of Germany, Nico, the Spider Serbezis. In the red corner, 20 years old, stands 175 centimeters tall, weight in at 66.3 kilo. Represent MMA Monster Gym, and the coaches in his corner are Petr Kníže, Andrej Koščelský, and Michal Vančura. He has 89 amateurs wins, but first professional fight tonight. representing Neruda Cup team Goldfingers, and fighting out of Ukraine in the red corner, Ivan Klevets.
You know rules, fight hard and fair, good luck. Step back.
Set and ready we are for the opening bout here on day 2 of this festival of fighting. We are kicking off with this fight. Nico the Spider Zerbizes, representing Germany in the blue corner, white shorts, taking on Ivan Klevets, black shorts, red corner. Klevets making his debut here against the Spider. You heard a nice pop for him there, Luke.
Yeah, fantastic story this between the two men. Like you said, 89, I believe, amateur victories, or in the 80s anyway, and this first professional debut taking on a much more experienced professional athlete. And that athlete, the Spider, has really wanted to get here and put on a show in front of the Octagon fans. So coming out intense early, both of these two.
Yeah, trying to edge into range. A little feint there. The Spider, again, that grappling background, might be looking to take this to the ground, but up against the Combat Sambo European champion, that's it's almost pick your poison, right?
Exactly that. Very nice right hand lands there as well. Going to be very hard to take down Klevets and keep him down. And Sambo, there's lots of funky submissions as well. So be interested to see what happens, but they seem quite intent to stand on the feet at the moment. And the Spider has long limbs, great kicking game. We saw that from his teammate Cordero yesterday.
Yeah, he's trying to...
Oh, look for that spinning attack. Evaded well. Eyes are wide open from Klevets. Ivan looking fantastic.
Look at the size of him as well. That upper body, that frame really has filled out from yesterday.
And again, 20 years old or 20 years young. He shows the spinning attack, mirroring each other. You can do that, I can do better. Oi, nice jab.
And the Štvanice are here already, almost full for this opening fight here, and you can hear the crowd, they're anticipating a big night. This, the fond farewell to this beautiful arena. Oh.
We landed that left hand, both catching each other there though. Very intense opening few minutes. And yeah, we are almost full up already. This event has been sold out for a very, very long time. That's what made us put on the Friday night event as well.
Nico, when he goes backwards, he kind of lowers his hands a little bit, Luke.
Needs to be aware of that if he starts putting combinations together coming forward.
Oh,
quite nice entry there, great timing, but look at the hips there of Klevets as he takes the back as well. Maybe has the neck.
Oh my goodness, what a reaction there from Ivan Klevets, looking to cinch this up.
He's under the chin, I believe, Brian, on that with that right hand. It's the wrong arm, though, to be attacking this. Wants to maybe try and switch it out and go to the left. Great defense from the Spider.
And manages to... into him.
Klevets looks to get back to his feet, but gets put on his back. Beautiful work. And that grappling pedigree shining through.
See the twist there in Serbia's as he turned through in that from that position.
Yeah, Serbia's on top now. Half guard position, locking his legs underneath him as well. And there he's triangling the leg to really trap it. So good position, nice push there though from Klevets.
This is definitely where...
Klevets bridges, needs to be careful, doesn't give up his back.
Oh,
gives up the mount.
Yeah. Nico with 1 minute 55 seconds to work in this position.
Very talented, both of these young men.
A very relaxed corner there over there for Nico. Oh, they know what he's good at. He's going to switch this over. He was going for the triangle, Luke.
Yeah, fantastic posture though. Can control the head, has that triangle, but just has the pyramid over the neck. Doesn't look in trouble here, does Klevets. Great posture, head is high. Taking a few breaths though. Needs to be careful, doesn't get tired. Trying to break the posture with that right hand. Little shots are good, made him drop his head. Good idea, but managing to stack him here. I'm going to be very impressed if the Spider could try and convert this, because he has a very good position, does Klevets.
Klevets staying composed though.
Yeah, breaks the legs. Goes straight back in though.
Oh.
Maybe going to get it deeper. Oh, manages to evade. Great work and awareness from Klevets. Now on top. Back and forth action here. First 4 minutes as we move into the final minute of round number 1.
Yeah, high-level stuff as well between these two. The scrambles, the switches, the transitions, the submission attempts.
2-on-1 on that wrist. Maybe going to try and look to open up that triangle again.
Look at that step over.
Yeah,
beautiful. Knew exactly what was coming.
Beautiful work. Again, great awareness. I mean, has buckets of experience, especially in grappling. Talk about amateur MMA. Mainly, you see grappling in those fights, especially from the region he's from.
Yeah, that Ukraine region, the amateur scene there is massive. Huge amount of talent coming through there. Oh, he looks so strong as well, Luke.
So if he can keep that up, keep up this pressure, this is a very fast, frantic first round. Trying to rotate out for the armbar.
Oh, looking for this.
Maybe going to extend this as well.
Serbizi's trying to get hold of this. Final 10 seconds.
Good adjustments, though, from Klevets. Manages to get control of that arm. Was very close to it being fully extended early. Great first round.
An absolute chess match of grappling once it hit the mat. Backwards and forward, position for position. Really high-level stuff, though, Luke. And again, you got there a young man, Ivan Klevets, making his pro debut. That is mad to think he's this good already.
Yeah, at 20 years old as well. But looked great on the ground and did a lot of the right things, but also, you know, was in trouble. Most of the time defending on the ground, you know, got swept, got put on top, triangles, armbar attempts. The armbar was close. It was very, very close, but he manages to, those tiny little adjustments to keep his arm safe. I'd like to see more on the feet from him. That right hand landed quite a few times, but a very crafty game from the Spider. Here we'll see some highlights.
Yeah, we'll take a little look at the first 5 minutes of action. Here you go, talk us through it.
That spinning heel kick he attempted quite a few times as well. They were more like slaps that landed. For me, the best shots on the feet that landed were from Klevets.
This was a nice takedown, the entry off the inside kick as well.
Yeah, beautiful entry attempt, but great defense from Klevets, and then roll straight away. Almost had the back of neck there as well. Scrambles were non-stop. That was beautiful from the Spider. And normally with those longer limbs, you don't see that. You don't see the explosive get-ups to the doubles. They're more jiu-jitsu style. People prefer to just stay on the bottom. You can see he's got a great jiu-jitsu from the bottom as well. Great guard game.
Certainly round 2 underway now. Nico Serbizi's in the blue corner. Ivan Klevets in the red.
Oh, he come up high with that head kick, but the hand was there.
He's got a good kicking game, Nico, as well. He kind of flicks it up, right?
Yeah, very dexterous, uses the legs well.
They've tasted each other in different positions as well. So Nico having his back taken, but then working from the bottom, getting submission attacks. What do you think they've learned from those positions as far as the skill set that they're facing?
Yeah, they both had their moments, but I feel like Nico came out on top most of the time, but then couldn't convert anything off of his back. So it's going to be interesting to see if he tries to get it back to the floor. Nice left hands landed. As I say that, Klevets enters, works up, back up to his feet. Powerful there.
There's Klevets that reacted to the actual fake of the takedown attempt from, or level change, I should say, from Nico.
Yeah, Klevets definitely biting on a lot of the fakes, even the striking fakes as well, the feints. You know, again, that maybe is nerves, a big stage for here, the young man, a lot of amateur experience, but it's a whole different ball game when it's professional, when it's in front of a filled-out arena like it is here at Octagon. It's great to see, you know, we have this quite often with the opening bout. We have 2 brand new guys that we haven't seen at Octagon before. These 2 are talented guys joining the roster. Excited to see what they can bring.
Yes, certainly. Giving as good as they get. And you can see why it's been hard to match Klevets, right? He's got a well-rounded skill set. Dangerous, and that gym as well, when you talk about the likes of legends of MMA, Monster Kanije, Petr Monster Kanije really is infamous with Czech MMA, and that gym over there, the MMA Monster, speaking of infamous, the sparring rounds that we hear tale of that go on in those gyms, crazy.
And I'm surprised to see Klevets getting bullied up against the fence here.
What's the key point of control here? Is it the underhook, is it the head position, or a combination of everything?
It's obviously a combination, but the head position, which you can see is fantastic here from Nico. The head position for me is extremely key. Drop down there, bit of a mistake.
Yeah. You can see what he's trying to do, right? Drop and roll to get it to the mat, but just capitulated under the pressure.
And there's a nice idea, but has such a dangerous guard on the bottom. Was kind of in control of the entire round thus far until this moment. They're trying to grab that arm. He's going to try and swing his hips around here now. If you can get that foot on the hip, maybe you can attack. Oh, switches up, goes the other way. Nice forward pressure here. Like built like a rock. Here's Klevets on top now. Nice little elbow on the inside. Again, trying to rotate those hips and go for the arm. Manages to get the triangle. But again, the posture's so good of Klevets. But it broke down, yeah. Those little shots made him drop his head. Now he's in trouble. Now he's in trouble, but he's working his way forward. Can't see if he's managed to get out of this pyramid yet.
1 minute 30 seconds for Nico off the bottom to try and work to progress that. Good pressure on top though from
yeah, he's managed to shimmy forwards now, keeping that pressure high and evade that triangle. Again, attacking. Go for the arm, gets it.
Again.
Yeah, uses, this one's tight. The arms
goodness.
extended here. I just feel like Klevets, he doesn't want to give in.
Well, the referee, got to keep an eye on this.
He's grasping his other arm to give torque and then stacking as well. Needs to maybe use his knee. Looking over to his corner, not a great sign in this bad position.
Oh, he's stretching out now.
Maybe going to go belly.
There we go. Whoa. The spider, Nico Štvanice. Outstanding though off bottom. You talk about high-level jiu-jitsu from guards, Luke. Worked his way to that.
I love how he rotated for the armbar using the cage as well. Extremely aware of where he was in the octagon cage. Span around to get that armbar. Then once he got it, he just kept working for it over and over again. And Klevets is no slouch. Knew how to defend, was doing all the right things. That's a very, very impressive victory.
Really, really impressive. And we said Štvanice was waiting for this moment, this opportunity. He looks every bit the part. I'm going to say both of them look every bit the part that they could really cause some problems in this 66-kilo division, right?
Yeah, and that hurt. He yelped out in pain, holding his elbow. Now you can see how he's broken down, how much that loss has affected him.
Yeah, really an emotional moment for the 20-year-old, but as we can say, 20 years of age, he will be back, right? That is...
Without a doubt, you know, you can see the talent that he has, the level that he has. We see here entering on the wrestling. Just one step behind on the grappling on the ground a little bit. Here was the attempt at that drop down. Not quite sure what he was trying to do, but again, beautiful hips from Klevets. And here's how he set up that beautiful work for that armbar. Gets in, and those little shots, the MMA in these positions, not just jiu-jitsu grappling. He used the little shots to disconnect the brain of Klevets. So when he got hit, he forgot about the grappling for a split moment, and then he made his adjustments. Beautiful work. Andre Novotny now in the cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called stop the reaction after 4 minutes and 13 seconds in the second round by verbal tap out on armbar. The winner coming from the blue corner, Nico Štvanice.
Nico Štvanice, congratulations. I don't know if you remember, you were with Jamie Cordero, Octagon 36, and you came to me and you said, I will make the walk to the Octagon cage. You've just done that, you've just got your first victory. How good does that feel?
Well, it's feeling, let me think, amazing! Woo! Prague! I love you guys, you are the best! And, can I have? Okay, but please, just listen, I have one thing. It gives two people or two persons who cannot be here because they die. My grandpa, Dziadek, to jest dla ciebie. Ja ci powiem, ja ci obiecałem, ja tu będę walczył i teraz tu jestem. I mój kolega Ralph, he dies too. It was both my best supporters, and yeah, that fight's bad for them. I promise I will win here. I give Octagon the reason that to remember my name here, and I have to be here in Octagon. I thank you.
Amazing. Listen, certainly honored them with that performance. Ivan Klevets as well, how much respect do you have for that young man? He was such a handful, right? Just 20 years of age, undefeated, making his pro debut. Did that bring out a really big performance in you?
So first, at least, I'm so sorry I was praying to God that nobody gets hurt here, but it's MMA. He had the chance long time to tap, and he did it. So I'm sorry that he injured. I hope he will get fast back to training. He has a very strong fight. He's very young, but I hope he will come back and will recover fast.
Welcome to Octagon. Congratulations once again, Nico Sabesis.
Beautiful opening bout here for us at Octagon 45. Štvanice, the second night of the doubleheader here. And that's a great way to open up the action in our free prelim. Switch over to octagon.tv/EN if you want to hear me and Brian commentate on the rest of the card. But extremely elated with that performance, Brian.
What a weekend for the Elevate Gym there in Bremen. 22 seconds it took for Jamie Cordero to step in, get that victory, and then Sabesis, in honor of the grandparents that he's lost, a big moment for him, and you could feel the emotions. That's how you kick off your Octagon career, right, Luke? Not just with that sort of performance, but against the top opponent and getting a finish like that.
Yeah, and has the character as well. You can feel his energy. He's funny on the mic. Wanted to talk a bit too much, maybe. Well controlled by you, but we move on. You know, we keep going forward. We have our next fight, our next prelim bout.
Oh, let me tell you about this. Vladislav C4 Kanchev taking on the bastard James Lewis. These two guys are finishers. 12 pro wins for Kanchev, 12 finishes, 8 wins for Lewis, 7 by finish. The judges might get to take a little bit of time off for this one. Very excited for this matchup. Both dangerous in both realms, knockouts and submissions. But Vladislav Kanchev looking to open his account. His last fight was here, Octagon 34, against Mate Kurtish and James Lewis. He has had 3 fights scheduled since his debut. That win against Salim Topos, where he got that rear naked choke first round finish. He has been itching to get back inside the Octagon cage. 3 times, 3 people have pulled out. Now finally he says he's going to put those 3 camps to use. Somebody is going to get it, and he said his name is Vladislav Kanchev, but Kanchev, like
you.